The threat from the Islamic Republic of Iran against the United States and President Trump continues to escalate as the president has now said that he has ordered the US military to be prepared to wipe out the IRGC in case they directly target him or even attempt to target him. Of course, they are ready for any retaliation, but one of the main reasons why they're doing this is because the Iranian regime have been preparing for yet another assassination attempt. Now, we don't know if they're just barking like crazy idiots or if they're actually planning to do this, which will be, by the way, a suicide mission. Let's go to President Trump.
Iran and their proxies who have threatened to retaliate against you and your team by killing you guys for taking out Soleimani.
Well, they haven't done that, and that would be a terrible thing for them to do, not because of me. If they did that, they would be obliterated. That'd be the end. I've left instructions. If they do it, they get obliterated. There won't be anything left. And they shouldn't be able to do it. And Biden should have said that, but he never did. I don't know why, lack of intelligence, perhaps. But he never said it. If that happens to a leader or close to a leader, frankly, if you had other people involved also, you would call for total obliteration of a state that did it. That would include Iran. So I'm signing.
As a point, by the way, because the Iranian regime continues to use proxies and people around the supreme leader. And President Trump says, well, firstly, criticized Joe Biden for being stupid. Instead of actually standing up to the IRGC, he kept giving them money. But Trump said, well, we know they're going to use proxies. And even if they do that, because until now, the Iranian regime, over the last few decades, they've been getting away with all this because they continue to use proxies and say, well, it wasn't us. It was one of the people associated to us. But this time, things are different. Now, meanwhile, the Iranian regime, the Chinese Communist Party, and Vladimir Putin's Russia have been doing yet another military drill and exercise together. And journalists were asking President Trump whether he's scared of this alliance between the three nations, whether the Americans should be worried. Trump isn't worried.
China and Iran are doing military exercises together. Does that concern you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why not?
Because we're stronger than all of them. We have more power than all of them. I rebuilt the military. Unfortunately, Biden did nothing with it, but I rebuilt the military. But we don't want to even talk about that. I think
this is the message to all the other countries. That also includes the European Union, Emmanuel Macron, and this whole European army nonsense. And of course, to the enemies of the West, including the Chinese Communist Party. Some of them might have the manpower in terms of the numbers, well, China especially, but still will not be able to face the United States. That's a whole new level of conflict. And they know they can't do it. That's why they won't do it. Now, that's why the Iranian regime continues to use proxies. Now, this is the message you have to send. If you're the president of the United States, you say, I don't really care. I'm not scared.